Welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you the concatenation function. Concatenation means putting two things together, like joining two texts or two numbers together. That's what it means in Excel. So I can show you with some examples here. Now we have this table where we have the entity ID, the first name, middle initial, last name. Now we need to get the full name. Full name would mean first name, middle name, and last name all together. How do I do that? We're going to use the concatenate function. This is how it works. This is the structure. All it starts with the equal sign, and concatenate is going to show here. You can either double click or continue typing, whichever you want. Parentheses. Now we need to find the information we need to join together. The first thing we need is the first name. Click on our first name and then comma. Now we need the middle name, but before we get to the middle name, we need to create space. First, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like if you don't create space. So let's go with the middle name, and then we're going to select the middle name and then the last name. Close parenthesis, enter. Now you have Gail A. Erickson all together. Now we don't want it like this. We want some spaces between. So this is how you create a space. After the comma, we're going to put double quotation and then hit the space bar once and then put space, double quotation again, that create the space, and then comma. Then you go after the G4, after the comma, that's after the G4, do another double quotation, space bar to make space between, and then double quotation. Now you can hit enter. I'm sorry. This one didn't have any space between. And then we need a comma. That's what we're missing here. Let's go. Now we have Gail A. Erickson. Now I can do a relative referencing to get all the names. Now you can see I have all the full names here. Jill A. Williams, Jill A. Williams. Now, let's say instead of the space, we want to put a bar or like a dash or a period or whatever you want to put in between. So let's create a name ID. Let's say the name ID is joining the entity ID to the last name. That creates the name ID. So how do we do that? Concatenation again. Concatenate. We need entity ID. Now we're going to put the double quotation. Now instead of the space bar, we need whatever sign that we need there. If you want the dollar sign, you put it there. Now we need the dash. Put the dash there. Double quotation again. And then comma. We need the second word that we need to join, which is the last name. H4. And then we close our comma, parenthesis, enter. Now you have the name ID is 5-Erickson. Okay, let's get everything here. Now you have everything has the entity ID dash the last name. So this is how the concatenation function works. I do hope you did understand, and I'll see you in the next lesson.